What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into, or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
All right, y'all. So on this episode of the Carefree Black Girl podcast, we shout out our fellow carefree black girl, Bree, on her new plant-based cookout guide. We discuss the Pusha versus Drake beef. We talk about Kim Kardashian going to talk to the president, Donald Trump, and dating your friend's former interests. How do y'all feel on that? Stay tuned for more.
DJ Scott Jetta.
Yeah.
Hey listeners, do you want to learn about a new product? Studio Headphones. Studio is revolutionizing the way people see headphones as not just a tech device, but also an accessory. Use promo code CAREFREE for 15% off of any purchase. One of the latest products that Studio has is the Regent, a premium on-ear model. These headphones have 24 hours of active battery life, 20 days of standby life. The Regent is the perfect companion for you at home or on the go. So if you're looking for some new headphones to listen to some good music and of course us, you can use our Carefree Black Girl promo code CAREFREE to get 50% off on any product. Studio headphones ship worldwide.
Hey Tribe, the Carefree Black Girl Cookout Brooklyn has been relocated to Herbert Von King PARK. That's 670 Lafayette Avenue, G-Train, 5-minute walk straight to the park. Once again, the Carefree Black Girl Cookout has been moved to Herbert Von King PARK. Hope to see you guys there.
You are now tuned into the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree black and girl. Hey ladies.
Hey.
It's Daaj.
It's Ivy.
It's Raz.
It is Pride Month, so happy Pride
Hey,
Month.
happy Pride Month.
It's also my birthday month, so I'm turning 25
Gemini
this year.
season.
Yes.
Happy
25.
early birthday, girl.
Thank you, thank
Welcome
you.
to the 25 Club, quarter
I
century.
know. I feel like an adult. For real. 25 is like
You are
5 years away from 30.
Sis,
You
I'm about to
are.
be 26 in 2 months, and I'm like, whoa,
about to be
slow
27.
down. Slow
No.
down.
But how was everyone's week?
Mine was good. I had my last day of work yesterday, and I start my new job today. This was the first time that I ever put in like a 2 weeks, so I'm proud of myself for that, because I always get like anxiety when leaving a job. I just disappear, fizzle away, because you know your managers, they always look at you like, why are you leaving her? Could you stay, please? So I'm proud of myself that I did that, but I started a new job today. I styled a video shoot, my first music video over the week. So that was interesting.
I know, I saw your snaps. I was like, yes.
I know.
Those locations was super beautiful.
They were, yo. So we were at first we started like in Brooklyn. There was this Brooklyn Navy Yard, which was just beautiful, like a big field of just grass. It just always amazes me when I see like very beautiful naturist places in New York
City,
outside of like Central Park.
They're there though.
They are. And then we went to Dumbo. Y'all, those condos on the water by Dumbo, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought my condo was going to be in Tribeca. I might have to go to Dumbo. Dumbo is beautiful. It was super beautiful. So
And expensive.
I definitely expensive, but I ain't going to think about that right now.
Okay.
But it made me appreciate New York City. I love those moments
I mean, from our last recording, I had I announced. Did I announce one of my internships? I'm not sure, but now I have 2 internships. I'm now interning for Universal Music Group I'm in the A&R department for one of their labels.
Okay.
Which is super cool. And then of course the MV group, management group that I'm able to work Summer Jam with this year. So as far as internships right now, everything's been on the money this week. I do feel like I'm up to my neck here at work, as far as the tasks and responsibilities. But I do appreciate, I feel like, I got my foot in the door finally. And I told myself that I was going to, be in a label this year. I said it and I made it happen.
You're there.
So
I left my internship.
Why?
Because with starting this new job, it's kind of like a set schedule, which I love. I've always had jobs where it just differs every week, which is kind of annoying, especially for a Virgo. We like to have some type of structure, and it just drives me crazy not knowing, what the next week will hold. So now that I have a set schedule, the days for my intern don't work. But the intern for me, interns are great. You know what I mean? But everything that you do, you have to think about yourself. And I couldn't it's an unpaid intern. So I didn't feel like I had 16 to 20 hours every week.
A free time. Especially when, if it's really benefiting me at the end of the day, then okay. I took some things away, but I feel like I'm giving you those hours to better yourself. And I'm still just a little minion team in the back. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that's not what I do. I'm a creative. I know I signed up for operational work, but it's just all right, I appreciate, the opportunity, whatever, but I don't have this time anymore. Some people, it'd be hard to pull away because you'd be thinking of the name, or one day it might be an experience or it might be an event, but then it's just no, sis, do that for your own self. Do that for Loft Life. Give your time. Those 2 days that I was there could be my 2 days doing photo shoots for Loft Life. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. But Rez, what you been up to?
It's really crazy how you guys are talking about jobs. I worked my last week.
Wow.
And
how does that feel?
I don't know. I'm indifferent. That's the best word to describe how I feel about my employment status right now. Stepping into unemployment in New York City should be more scary and give me more anxiety. But when you're just so unhappy in your workplace, you see it as freedom. It's like when the slaves were free, they didn't know what the future was going to hold. They didn't feel like being free in a country that they never expected to be in will also be how are you supposed to take that in? I didn't even want to be here, and now you set me free, supposedly for the niggas who was set free. But again, slavery was a choice according to a few folks. So it's I'm kind of just fuck. I'm in New York City. I am happy that I get to embrace the summer. I have a lot of creative projects that I'm gonna be working on. I'm teaching myself how to play the piano.
Okay.
I bought myself a 61 key keyboard. I am trying to revive my blog. I'm just trying to work on me, but currently my last day of work is Monday. So, it's just all right, cool, here we are. And I'm looking forward to Ween in July. I'm looking forward to the Women in Entertainment Network Academy in July, and I'm just gonna see what the world faces me and just thug it out right now. I'm not even stressed. I got to go to DC for Memorial Day weekend and chill with my college friends. That was so much fun. I went to Stadium Strip Club, and let me tell you how I gave these strippers a run for their money. I should have left with a fucking bag. I should have left with the bag, because it's all right, strippers, I'm from Miami. I support this naked hustle. I'm broke as fuck.
I love that song.
First of all, I'm a strip. Hey! Me and Ivy one day, we left the studio and we was Wu-Tanging outside of Brooklyn. Wu-Tang. Hey! New York don't even.
They don't even know.
New York don't
Iceberg
know.
Live. All I need is one more time.
So I support the naked hustle. Like I had a little 20, like I had like $40 to my name that night, and I went and made my change, and I was tipping hoes like, but don't sorry, but don't like I was in VIP. Don't come to VIP and like stand there with your money bag waiting for someone to ask you for a dance. Like I was tipping the girls who was like, okay, we finna bust it and then continue working. You understand? Like it's a concept of being a cheerleader. Cheerleaders don't like stop cheering once they win or when you know your team is winning. So I understand you've been able to secure enough funds. You're in VIP. We have funds. You know, it was a celebratory moment. Don't just stand there.
Right.
So shout out to all the girls who came into VIP and was twerking with me, because I was twerking. I was with a whole bunch of niggas and I was still like ass up, face down.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
Was
and
lit. Were you was drinking?
girl, I don't need like if you go out with me, you know it's that I could be hella fucking sober. I just need music. Like
Feel
me
you.
and
Me too. I don't drink at all, but it definitely got to be the right song.
I'm drinking
I
right
hate
now.
when somebody be wanting me to turn up in a club because I'm always the sober one. But don't swag surf. I mean, that's not my song. I'm not turning up. Don't just.
But that's
it
not
gotta
no.
be the right song.
That's not no. But like me and Quanna went out to this like pro air little dinner like the night before I left to DC, and no one, like they should play Back That Ass Up, and no one was like dancing, and I was just so mad. And like I'm over here like I'm trying to eye this girl, like I'm doing all this like fuck shit whatever, but fucking Drake Nice for What came on, and I had to go in the middle of the dance floor, get real low and throw that ass, because I was like, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna throw me off right now. I need to fucking throw my ass to this song. And I don't give a fuck about nobody. I remember you was like, oh, I don't twerk at the parties no more. I will twerk until I die. As long as these knees can bend low, I'm twerking, okay? I am from
Feel
the
you.
305. That's what we do,
sis.
okay?
Okay.
That's what we do.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
it depends. Like if I go home to Rochester, but that's where I know everybody, and like we dance. We go out to dance. I be the main one in the middle of the floor clearing people out. They know when that
Right.
reggae come on, it's lit. The dance hall queen, she come alive. But I think it be because I'm at home, I'm comfortable. I know everybody. They know that I'm not no bird ratchet girl. So if I'm face down, ass up, nobody, judging me. They just know I'm having fun. But in certain settings, people, not that I care, but you don't want to be that girl at the brunch party when Nice for What come on, everybody.
I am
and
that
that's
girl.
fine. And I'm, sometimes I might be, but if it's like one of those bougie old parties, everybody just sitting there, came to stunt.
That's that
stunt
New York
fest.
shit. I
It
ain't
is. It's a
fucking-
very
I
New
ain't
York
fucking
thing.
with that shit.
And I can't be the main one like,
And that's the thing. That's the
It depends.
It depends. That's what I'm saying. Like at the Carefree Black Girl Cookout, I'm lit
Hey.
because this us.
Hey,
I'm lit.
June
Atlanta, we
16th,
was
find
lit.
me. I will be
Exactly.
ass up, face down.
June
Prospect
16th.
Park.
I'm gonna be live. Y'all gonna see it. But like when I'm out, it just depends. It depends.
Yeah, it's to a point where like I Millie rock. Shout out to my best friend Bria. I hope you're listening. She was like, "Yeah, girl, we got into VIP because of you. You Millie rocked with the host, and you won the dance battle." And he was like, "Y'all want to sit down?" He was like, "Your friend just danced. Y'all want to sit down?" Like we ended up in VIP just because like I often am like in the middle of the dance floor, and the people who are hosting or the DJs, they look for people with my
Of
energy
course.
Right.
to
Of
help
course.
like bring it
it
up.
up.
So I just wanted to leave with a bag. Like I felt like I was at the strip club. The strippers were, some of them didn't have ass, and I appreciate it. A lot of girls didn't have ass jobs done. I am from Miami, where that's pretty popular. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was good. These girls are regular, degular, cool, and they just know how to shake their ass. They got their click pierced or whatever.
Right.
So they just like busting it up. Yeah, they busted up. Yeah. But I was still, again, y'all know me. I was smacking ass. Like I was. Y'all don't bring my dyking ass to a fucking strip club and think, one, I'm not gonna touch these hoes, and two, I'm not gonna twerk along with them. Like I was having a really great time, so it was good to have a carefree black girl moment in
That's
DC.
what's up.
Now I need
So,
to go to DC.
Speaking of Carefree Black Girl moments and
yes.
Carefree Black Girls, I wanted to shout out Bree
Hey, Bree.
Hey, Bree.
That's at plant-based Bree. You definitely have heard her on our first and second seasons, and she already had dropped like an online cookbook, but for the summertime she just released a free online vegan barbecue guide.
Okay.
That's like a tongue it was a lot, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
It's a cookout guide.
It's a cookout guide, but a vegan one. So her website is whereshebegins.com. You can find that on there, or if you just like follow her on Twitter, Instagram at plant-based Bree, she'll definitely have like the links where you could find that, which is super dope because
It's cookout season.
it's cookout season. And for me, I will be the one at the cookout, but this was when I was still eating cheese, and I would just be having like a grilled cheese from off the grill. But now with even more of my dietary restrictions, I probably won't even be able to eat all that stuff. But it's good for the people that are vegan and can just like still eat,
Still
the pasta,
enjoy the
still
cookout.
eat gluten. Yeah, still enjoy the cookout.
Still
So,
eat, roasted cauliflower tossed in barbecue
Exactly.
and buffalo sauce. That's my
that
motherfucking shit.
sounds
Exactly.
good.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
That's my shit. So the e-cookbook is just $3.50, only $3.50. So support a carefree black girl in her journey and in her ambition to share with the world how to live.
It was free. So
No. Yeah, it was free the first day. So
Okay,
shout out to the
okay.
folks who was like on game and downloaded it on June 1st. But now
it's $3.50.
Pay a bitch.
And
Yeah.
speaking of that, I tweeted today because our free RSVPs for the cookout have been.
we've met our max.
We've already met our max for the free
Dang.
RSVPs. So now you can donate just as little as $1 to RSVP for the Carefree Black Girl Cookout. And then I tweeted, I was like, you could donate $1, but we'll take 10. We'll take $5.
We'll take 5, we'll take
7.
10.
We'll take whatever you bring
Right.
Yes.
because the cookout is going to also have food,
Exactly.
and most
It's free
importantly, really
food.
good energy. And then black girls who don't want to be around
Right.
cool ass
And it
black
helps
girls.
us keep our brand alive. So, we not taking the donations to pocket, but we keeping it. We're taking
You're
donations.
supporting the carefree black girl movement.
Exactly.
Period.
Definitely.
For the next tour stops will be, what's next? Philly?
Philly's
next,
and then we're really eyeing Texas right now. Me and Quanna talk
that would
about
be
it.
dope.
I know we got a lot of listeners coming from Texas. If you want us to pull up and pop out and make it look sexy, you feel me? Leave a comment, tweet, you feel me? Go get on our Instagram. Like, y'all need to come over here, bring this
Right.
energy over here. Because the summer is just here to be dominated, so we out here. Another carefree black girl I wanted to shout out, just like keeping it clean on the streets or whatever, is a young girl. I think she's like 10 or something like that.
She's just been rapping her little
Right.
behind
Little cutie.
off.
Little
Yes.
cutie. She 11.
She's been trending
Nothing.
everywhere. They've been saying like, oh,
Layla, that's her name. Hold on, I can't even. Damn. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So her Twitter is at @that_girl_ Lele44. So at @that_girl_ Lele44. I think it seems like her mom's a model or a dancer or something like that, but
hey,
she's freestyling in the car. She's 11. She has ballet classes, and I've been on her Instagram and dance classes. And as long as she's rapping about chips and cookies, that makes my day. Okay, like she's not no grown really like stuff, but she is getting a lot of followers. I think she has like 11K.
Hey.
So shout out to her. I just wanted to give her like just some love. Just just localize wherever she's at. Like any
Right.
Yeah,
girl
shout out
just,
to Little Mama.
Right, because it's hard to be a black girl and to be able to express yourself so young. Oftentimes people are like, oh, be quiet. You always want to be, you trying to grow up so fast. Like, no,
right.
Let these black girls like express themselves and take ownership of their voice and their words. So shout out to her parents who's raising her to do so and putting her on the spotlight to show like anybody can do this. So shout out.
Free room.
Girl. We gotta talking about shit.
Get into this Pusha and
this
Drake beef.
Okay, so
Who y'all
can I? Yes, I of course I picked a side. I mean,
You picked a side.
I want Pusha.
What is
side.
that?
Okay, so you know what's crazy? You guys know that Drake is my favorite.
We know that,
rapper,
yes,
right?
yes.
But I
I never knew that.
What? But I work for a label that pushes backs Pusha T.
Can you speak on this?
So publicly, I can't side with Drake, right?
Okay.
That's what was told to me. Publicly, you cannot side with Drake because
so
you work
Ivy
for a
does
label.
not.
But publicly, they know that Drake is my favorite rapper. So there's that.
Okay.
So I can't really be biased, but like, so that's I think that's
so
the
give
thing.
your real opinion.
So
Be
my
not
real
at that
opinion,
hand. Give your real opinion.
My real opinion is basically that sonically Drake's song was better. It's just Pusha T had more insults. Dumpy, yeah. Was way more like
a song, like a pop record.
Yeah,
just like back to back.
The only thing I loved about it is when he's like, he sighs and he's
yes,
like,
okay. Like
that smack of lips alone, I'm like, nigga.
Like people have to understand, like
Drake is so
Drake
so much.
Yes, he's an artist because people are like, oh, he's not a rapper. Like no. He evolved into an artist. He came into the game as a rapper. One, he is in album mode. So he is just in the studio with nothing but time. He got, just like Joe Budden said, he got the science. Like, Drake knows the science into making music. Now, Pusha T definitely, with the insults and the disrespect, took it there. But people are like, I've been seeing on Twitter like, oh yeah, Drake should have never started Pusha T. First off, Drake was responding to Infrared on Daytona,
right?
And with Duppy, yeah. But at the same time, it's just like this. People I think are offended by what Pusha T was saying, but this is a diss battle. It's like nothing
Which
is
we
off
talk
the
about
table.
all
Like,
the time. People being super sensitive. We don't got time for none of that.
Nothing is. So personally, I'm excited. I feel like Drake has to prove himself. Like Drake has to prove why he's the greatest, in my opinion, right now. So it's a good time to do that.
Yeah, I love a summer beef. I love when hip hop gets aggressive because hip hop is a culture and rap is definitely one of the tools that we have in the culture to defend ourselves, be offensive, be defensive, communicate, resolve issues, summarize. Like it is the vocalization of the culture, and I think people don't realize that because I will always believe hip hop is a culture. It is not music. Rap is that speaker box of our culture. My question is, it's off. It's like no, every beef can throw they throw everything in. So Virginia Williams got thrown in, and now Sophie and the little baby boy is in this mess. Mm-hmm. Do you often feel that women are the collateral to rap beefs, since majority of the time, like hip hop is very male orientated? Women are at collateral because or is it just a concept of like significant others? Because when you think of the Remy Ma and Nick last year situation, their man's is means is
right. It could
was
be
in there.
significant others. It's whatever you got.
Yeah,
on a person.
it's like,
whatever you got.
I get that angle, but I also think like
because that is what set Pusha off.
Was
and it wasn't. I don't think Drake said anything really bad about Virginia Williams other than you put a ring on her. So he played. He had the wordplay on the ring. Mm-hmm. That's it. He didn't talk about like her weave slipping or nothing. I'm not saying that's true, but like he didn't really drag her.
Right, he didn't drag her. He just said her name.
But
saying her name, okay, so that's my thing.
They
like,
two different type of people. This why I'm on Pusha side.
It's like, bye,
they
Daaj.
Two different type of
Drake
people.
is going.
We're gonna have to get Daaj.
Even like when somebody was like, "Oh, I bumped Duppy." What diss record other than Hit 'Em Up do people bump regularly?
Back to Back was bumped.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm talking about.
16.
I'm not talking about Drake as a rapper. I'm talking about diss records in history, period. Drake always is gonna make a poppy song that you're gonna dance to.
But
other than Hit 'Em Up, really, nobody bumps either.
Takeover was fire.
They all were fire, but I'm saying we don't play them in the club to dance to. They were the hot diss records because they were hot diss
Takeover
records.
definitely gets played in the club still, though. Especially if maybe not the whole verse, but they definitely like use it transition wise. I get what you're saying, like. We're not judging nobody this as hits.
Listen to it,
right? We're not judging it as hits.
Exactly, and that's what people. But you just said that even about Duppy, that like it's more of a hit than
sonically,
the Adonis, which is fine that it can be a hit. But I'm not listening to I didn't listen to both of those to say which one do I want to dance to more, or which one do I think.
I thought Adonis.
I'm listening to it as who do I think if they were just sitting here at a table having a regular conversation. Who won? I know it's the music and all, but I'm not thinking of it like, oh, Duppy is obviously a better song. It's Drake and Pusha.
I don't
even
feel
make
that way.
I'm talking about as far as the dance quality or whatever, or you wanting to play it a couple
sonically.
times.
Come on, look at when you talk about club hits or whatever. Sometimes it's the simplicity of the song, right? That makes it like that's what back to back is very easy for you to rock your body to it and sing along. When you listen to Adonis, the story of Adonis, that beat is absolutely familiar, and I doubt Jay cleared it. So the sound of it, and then his rhyme scheme. I hate the fact that like the only thing I don't like about that response is that he dragged 40. But the way he dragged 40 with the 666 like that repetition,
I loved it.
That repetition, you can sing along in the club. I could see how it's gonna drop in the club and people like sing along. Also, he was at the governor's ball, Pusha T, and everybody was like, "Fuck Drake, fuck Drake, fuck Drake, fuck Drake." I don't know if you guys seen that on social, but it's like it's growing, and I'm. This is the first time I've seen like.
People turn their back on Drake a little bit. I'm
like,
glad that
I know people don't like. I have a hate-love relationship with Drake. I have a poem dedicated to him, and this beef is inspiring me to do a part 2. But like, it's publicly to see people like fuck Drake, middle fingers up in the air. And I do think the story of Adonis, just because the beat was so familiar, the beat was more up tempo. The rhyme scheme was a little bit like it was simple, but they gave me enough to hook onto. That I would feel like I would hear that in the club a little bit more. But 40, please leave 40 alone, y'all.
But no, 40 gotta get it too.
Nobody alone, right?
40 alone.
It can't. It's like this is a diss battle, so it's
exactly. Like, so that's all I'm saying is when I heard Duppy, it was just another. Drake makes great music. We know that. So listening to Duppy was just like another great Drake song.
But Duppy was just so he was literally just responding to Infrared. It wasn't like the story of Adonis is an actually diss record. Not saying that Duppy isn't, but it was like Drake was just addressing the things that Pusha said about him. Like on that song, he was just basically saying like, "Yo, y'all coming at me for things that all your favorite artists do." You get what I'm saying? Like, he is. People really try to deny Drake, and that's when he was just like, my lyrics did it, my spirit did it, my hooks did it. Like, Drake is really the GOAT right now. Like, Hov is the GOAT, but Drake is definitely going. He has it. He has nothing but hits. Pusha is not seeing him in that area. Yes, Pusha is lyrical. Pusha is an MC.
To be Drake as an artist.
No, I'm not. I don't think that Pusha is trying to be Drake. What I'm saying is people are not trying to give Drake the credit that Drake rightfully deserves as one of the greatest artists.
I don't think nobody. I've never heard nobody try to not give Drake
people
his
are
credit.
That's the biggest thing against Drake. Oh, he got ghostwriters. He got this. He got that.
But Drake ghostwrites.
Exactly, for all your favorite artists,
all your favorite singers.
Drake is writing
rappers.
their licks. So that's my thing. Like, y'all gotta let this Quentin Miller thing go. Like,
did anybody listen to Quentin's new song? First of all,
yeah, I
Quentin
did.
lost his leg. He lost his leg in a car accident.
Dang.
And honestly, I listened. I forgot what the song is, but he just dropped something like 4 or 5 days ago. So by the time you guys hear this, maybe a week ago. About a week ago. Okay, so move forward. And he's just like, he's not trying to be caught up in this beef, and he's just working. Not. He's just still working on his music, and I'm just like, damn, Quentin. Like, I hate that he's still caught up in this crossfire, because at the end of the day, this is how the industry works now.
Right.
Like, even I aspire to create reference tracks for people to do whatever the fuck they want to do with it, because music is of abundance. And then, like, for Kanye to drop his project and have like a little like 2-3 lines from Nick to be like, this song might have been inspired by her. You know, her is like sending him the voice memo, like, you know, it could sound something like this. Come on, that's just, music is very collaborative.
I think that's a small argument when people talk about Drake as an artist.
No, that is what all artists use to discredit him.
Well, me personally, I don't. That's not why Drake isn't like my favorite or whatever. It's not because he has ghostwriters or whatever. Like, everybody done had somebody write a song for them. Shit. Even as a singer, I be telling people, like, shit, if I was a great songwriter, I would have had albums and albums and albums. If somebody come and want to write some music for me, I will sing your songs. Right. But I cannot, that wasn't my gift to write chorus and hooks and all of that together. I got a whole bunch of, that's why, like, I'm a better rapper, because I could write just mad little like freestyles, but like putting a whole song together is not music, that's not my forte. So I tell people all the time, like, you want to bring me a song, I will sing your shit. But so that's not why I don't even discredit Drake. He's great. I just always say that after Take Care was my favorite. Lord Knows is forever my favorite Drake song.
Is that with Rick?
Yeah. With him and Rick Ross, that's forever my favorite Drake song. But after that, I don't need people to be, you're not the only artist, so I don't need you to be putting out mad albums and mad songs like you the only person that outside of my full-time job. It was a moment where it was just a lot of music.
It was a lot of content.
It was a lot of content. Even Future, you putting out 2 albums. Bruh, I got a full-time job, and you was not the only artist. I got all this other music to listen to.
That's why I still haven't.
I'm about to sit down and
still haven't listened to that album.
About who album?
Listen to
Chris Brown.
That's
like, that song is way too long.
You know what?
But shout out to everybody going to his concert, though.
I listened to Chris Brown album, but only at my intern, though. And, like, I won't say that I know all the 45 songs, but I like the album.
I
love Chris Brown.
I know Juicy Booty.
Tempo.
And whatever singles.
Even the Heartbreak on a Full Moon, that song, I love that song. He got another song called...
I just feel like, how dare you give us a 45-song album?
Right.
Well, back to this Drake and Pusha, though. From a carefree black girl's perspective, Sophie, we've watched her porn real quick. Like, we saw some stuff on Pornhub, because y'all know we carefree black girls and we watch flicks. If you just figuring this out, you ain't been listening to previous episodes, because we be watching flicks. Fuck around. Shawty got a big old ass. Oh yeah. That's a DC Wale. But this, like, the fact that she's getting dragged into this, and like these women are getting dragged into this, that's why I'm like really trying to pull to this baby's getting dragged into this drama, which is to me not really. Pusha, I listened to Daytona, is not attacking just Drake. To me, I think he's reaching towards Young Money, Cash Money. There's a lot of shots towards Birdman, Baby, and just the concept of like how we run this industry. I tweeted, there's a sense of accountability that I feel like he's expressing, and that's why Drake's first line in Dumpy is so important, because he's like, you want me to be accountable for my actions, but are you being accountable for your producer's actions? Who's also using other people to inspire or create music, and also sometimes holding people back, because the Virgil comment,
Right.
like I was like, oh shit, Virgil, not Virgil, you know. But it's like,
But Pusha is not Kanye.
Pusha is not Kanye. But if Pusha is like, okay, in summary, my shots were about people in this industry holding people back, and that's why I reference Lil Wayne being stuck in this contract. That's why I reference Birdman not paying individuals. That's why I reference, Drake and him using other people's lyrics, which is still a reach, because to me I feel like that's a reach, because Drake's a ghostwriter. You feel me? So I just feel like it was a sense of accountability within this industry of making music, and how we no longer like enslave people to just be musicians all their lives. A lot of people, I remember I met Tyrese, and he was like, being a musician gets tiring because you have to be on tour and like, you have to come out with music. It's like, what else? What's next? So cool. But then these girls get involved, and this baby get involved, and it's like,
This ain't nothing new.
So was it necessary for Drake?
But wait, are we forgiving Drake for being a deadbeat? If this
is he a deadbeat daddy just because he didn't want to parade his child around?
I hear you.
It's 2018. How many people really want to put their kid on the forefront? I only got one picture of Rumi and Sir, and I'm so in love with it, but it's very blurry. Yeah. Okay, and it's far, and they're on a boat. Like,
that's true.
Outside of that, we've seen them when they was like a month old, and that's it. Like, who really wants to put their offsprings on the forefront in a world where anybody can Photoshop and turn into a whole nother scandal?
Okay, but we not about to act like Drake hiding that baby. We not about to make it seem like he didn't post the baby just to protect the baby, because if it was Rihanna baby or somebody else baby, we would have known.
You felt that way? Would we? Yeah.
Would we?
Well, it's Rihanna. Yeah. Okay,
but Rihanna is a superstar.
She's a superstar. So if this girl Sophie wasn't a soft porn star with a fat ass,
if J. Cole had a wife,
I knew Tiffany. I knew.
I mean, you knew, but I didn't know J. Cole had a wife until like albums, and I'm like, oh snap! Like,
shout out to Tiffany.
So it's like it depends on how fully. Like,
I mean,
involved
it's
you're
different
in
with
your
hiding
artist.
and masking. Like even Kendrick don't. We know that
right?
Kendrick is married, but he don't like. She don't be at the forefront of everything, but it's still a different. Like nobody knew this at all from this person who.
So
you tell us about everything else, your mom, right? And so that's why I don't say too much, because we don't know if it's true. But you got your mom, your dad, everywhere.
Now Pusha said his dad dressed like Steve Harvey.
He didn't have to tell us that he had the baby,
was
but it's like
crying. I'm not gonna front. Drake, yeah, I know Drake's my favorite, but that Pusha T was just undeniable, hilarious.
It was
disrespectful, is what I like.
It was investigative journalism. Okay,
yes,
he gave us facts, and he said he was like, "This is more than rapping. We're talking about morals now," and that's like. Again, that's what brings rap into the culture. If you're talking about the culture of hip hop, right? Shout out, there was this white lady who posted a picture of her baby, and some black man said something like Roxy, some slick ass comment, and the white woman was like, "But you wasn't gonna raise him anyways." So we talk about the culture of hip hop and the male role, right? And then we bring in the concept of being a woman in this industry. Sometimes we're often thrown into the fire. Sometimes we want to hide ourselves. Like you're saying, Kendrick's girl does not. She probably really dead ass don't want to fucking be in the limelight. How many times people talk about DJ Khaled's wife and how she'd be like, "Get that camera off my face," because that makes you a target. That makes you a hot commodity just because you're associated with this man within this industry.
Khaled, I just wish I could be a fly on the wall in that room with his wife, because I just wonder what be going on over there. He ain't giving head.
He probably eating pussy now.
I feel like that was recently when he said he don't do that.
No, it was a very old comment. Old? It was like 4 years old. That nigga eating pussy now, maybe. Okay.
I would still just be very interested to be a fly on the wall in that room.
Okay.
I need you to post me as much as you post the baby. But
that's you.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
That's a lot. That is a lot. If you was in a relationship with a man in the industry, you feel like you need to be in his light.
I don't need to be in his light at all, but don't pick and choose. Like, we not gonna.
So you feel like he chooses the baby over her, or because the baby is her? That's an extension of who she is too. That.
I'm reading the lyrics right now.
I think y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like,
what?
About men picking and choosing. Like, as far as what they may be not ashamed of, or what they think that the public eye will say all the time. Not to discredit Khaled's wife or say anything is wrong with her, but if he was married to a Kim Kardashian type, she would have been more like,
what?
Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
I just feel like,
y'all know
and
what
does
I'm trying
it
to
work
say.
the other way around? Are women who are in the industry is it okay, or do we often, women who are in the industry, hide their significant others? For example, Taraji P. Henson, that's not really hip hop. She's an actress, but she's in the culture. Got engaged recently.
I mean, Nicki Minaj,
but she don't post no
boyfriend
pictures
for like 1,000 years. Safari.
So you feel like Safari was hidden?
Was not like,
but maybe she didn't feel like as if she was with. Maybe she didn't feel like
when she was with Meek,
as a man as Meek.
When she was with Meek, we knew she was with Meek. Safari, they were together for over 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. It could be like, maybe she felt like people would have been like, "Oh, you with this lame nigga? You could be with."
I mean,
not that it matters.
Not that it matters. It's kind of like
matters,
it's who you
but
want.
It's just like, right. It's who you want to parade more, and who you comfortable with people talking, because you is in the spotlight, so no matter what you do, people are always going to have an opinion.
Right.
But you know that she probably knew that people would have more of an opinion on her being with Safari than as far as somebody that's already
I personally think if your significant other is not in the industry, then you should keep that private. Because
so Drake should have kept.
I feel like this with artists, or just with people in the industry. Like, if the person you're involved with is not in this industry, like, you parade them around is now exposing them to a whole nother thing they didn't sign up for. Save you're dating a doctor. That man just want to go save lives. Like, he don't want to be talked about on Twitter. He ain't signed up for that. That nigga did 1,000 years in school. Let him stay in. You know what I'm saying?
1,000 years. That ass though.
Who you talking about?
Huh?
Who you talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
An example. That's a really good example.
Because it's just like, I mean, it can be like this. It can be unfair. Like, everybody does not want fame. And I think as the consumer, we have to understand, like, we love these people. We love these celebrities. I know, like Beyonce, like, I want to know everything about her. But at the same time, I don't really want to know everything about the girl sitting next to me. So
I think that all I was trying to say was that us not knowing that Drake had a baby was not him trying to protect that baby. Point blank, period. That's Adrian's opinion, period. Now, if it was a baddie that everybody would have been like, "Oh, she's so beautiful," and somebody who he wanted to be with forever. Again, that's my opinion. She's not cute to me.
She's not cute.
She's
This
French.
is Daaj's opinion. She's not cute at all. To me,
she's not
and
cute.
if she was somebody who was a little cutie, a Georgia, a somebody, you know what I mean, who the world generally accepts is the cute girl or whatever,
well,
he would have been more.
So you think
I feel like it's because she's a soft porn star.
You think it's
because he's been. If it was a Malaya,
nobody. I don't think so. I don't think that Drake. You have to look at Drake. And look at him. He is the ladies' favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I think that him, I'm not saying like him
so he's
hiding.
trying to hide it at the end of the day.
I'm not saying he's trying to hide it. I get what you're saying as far as the girl, like, I just don't think it's because she does soft porn that he's hiding it either.
At all.
I think
it's her. She ain't cute.
Daaj, I can't. I think at the end of the day, it sucks how it couldn't work the other way around. Like, in the world as a woman, it just wouldn't work the other way around. And I look at this beef, and I look at the Nicki and Remy beef, and just like, just see how it's so interesting how the women perspective, because Papoose got thrown under the bus. You feel me? Safari got thrown under the bus too. The hits weren't that hard though. It wasn't like a series of news publications and media freaking takeouts and stories about them, those men in comparison to the women.
It's only like that because niggas did not know Drake had a baby.
Right? Nobody knew that at all. People knew that Nicki was with Safari. People knew that Papoose had kind of like the back hairline. We know his forehead. That wasn't nothing new.
I can't.
It didn't stick because niggas knew. Like, the great thing about Pusha T's whole song to me is that it tests character and it's now about to test Drake's skill. So it's like,
here's my last question.
I love his interviews that he doing now, and he just like, I love how he putting out that disclaimer too. Like, nigga, I'm not trying to be like Drake. I'm not trying to rap for these new niggas. I've been in the game for 20 years rapping about what I've been rapping.
Grow the
staying
braids,
true. I've been hearing you talking about that man braids.
Let him have his braids. Let him be carefree and have his
braids.
Go. Virginia ain't got no problem.
I see you in a few years. That rap is to your ass.
Virginia has no problem with them braids. She probably be greasing his hair with shea butter. He probably be laying down them baby hairs.
It is not just Pusha. I just hate grown men with braids like that.
Because you're from New York.
But why? I don't like grown men with braids, but I'll take his because that's Pusha is
they're
Pusha.
iconic.
Pusha is Pusha, and I can't.
Dave East need to cut that hair.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to cut that hair.
Please.
So here's my last question. Let's go around. How do you feel Drake's response is going to look like, as in being executed, and what will be included in the content?
You want to start, Drake?
Another pop song.
Pop style? Okay.
Yeah.
And then what will be included in the content?
I mean, he ain't gonna have nothing to say but like the regular stuff that is not gonna hurt Pusha feeling. Like if he say something about you a grown man wearing braids or you following behind Kanye, and I don't think it's gonna be nothing that's gonna hurt him. I think that go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I hope, since Pusha took it there, I just hope that maybe there is some history between Drake and Virginia Williams. That's why, like, probably Pusha was super tight when he said her name. Woo. And Drake can put that out there. Or he shoots Pusha. That's the only way I really see him coming back.
No, oh my
God. So that's like really like, it's kind of like, or it's something that we don't know. But Drake has to really, like, he has to go for the jugular when he comes back. But he can't do it in the same way Pusha did it. He has to make it a hit. He has to title the song Virginia Williams or something. Like, it had everything.
Or like Trick Daddy braids.
And maybe he should put it on his album too.
But I don't think that they have no history. So that was your argument.
That's reaching. Yeah.
It could be reaching, but all he did was say her name, and that threw that man into a fit. So we don't know.
Yeah. I think Drake is gonna.
And the way he said Virginia Williams, it was like Virginia Williams, like, don't get me started.
I don't think so.
I'm just
he did say it like that. And according to Rap Genius, notated his. Shout out to Rap Genius. That was doing great. The people, the writing team have been digging up. They was like, no, it came from this, it came from that. But they did put emphasis on how he articulated the girl's name. Mm-hmm. My take on this is I do believe that Drake is going to respond with either a video and or PowerPoint presentation.
Yep.
He is going to provide us a deck with facts. I think that Drake is going to investigate on the credibility of Pusha T's street cred.
Okay.
Or he's going to 8 Mile this shit and just be like, yeah, I hit my girl. Yeah, I hid my baby. These are the reasons why. You might think the child was born in France. You might think the child can't come in. Mm-hmm. Here's like paperwork of me trying to get this child U.S. citizenship or Canadian citizenship. Because it's real. You understand? That's really real. He could have been like, he did his disclaimer about the blackface, which we're still trying to, right. There's some instant out, like some people was like, this was his idea. Ain't no like real model about like blackface or whatever. Other people are like, yeah, there was some sort of production movement or whatever. But at the end of the day, Drake to be in blackface, but then not speak up on any black social justice movement or issues, it's kind of concerning. Yes, God's plan. He donated to Miami-Dade County. I know how I feel. He proposed to me. My house was in his music video. That's my man. I call him Aubrey.
Right.
That's, But when have you seen, J. Cole went to Ferguson. When you see Drake.
Yeah, Drake is corny to me.
Drake
is like
so
a
this
cool dude.
concept of a black face.
Drake is like cool.
This black face to support or to make a statement about people of color in the actors and actresses and how they're often being typecasted is a little weird, because it's like, when have you been to like the Black Actors Guild? Like, when have you?
Well, he's no longer an actor.
But in 2007, that was him. That was the end of him off of this Degrassi. Then what? When have you seen him like? Okay, I donated proceeds to HBCUs who have theater programs or music programs. Fam, you got an institute of hip hop. Like, when have you seen?
I think we should do our research before saying, because there's a lot of people that don't say I do this. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and I'm pretty sure,
like my good brother Ho, he don't
he don't ever
say
and
philanthropy is not supposed to be always.
Also another thing, he's also from Canada, so it's like, we can say, he's not donating to the HBCUs here, but we don't know what he's doing in his community.
And I just read an article that says he donates.
Like everybody. He be Jamaican. He be all.
Listen,
I'm just not a Drake fan, but all right. So.
Hey y'all, if you guys want to listen to some new music or listen to us on some new headphones, you should check out Studio Headphones. You can use our Carefree Black Girl promo code Carefree to get 50% off on any product. Studio Headphones ship worldwide.
So I guess since we were talking about like giving back and all of that, we could talk about Kim going to talk.
You want to do that?
To Trump about what it said generally was prison reform.
Yeah,
but it was really about one woman,
Alice
Marie Johnson, who is a 63 or 61-year-old great grandmother who got sentenced to life after a non-violent
drug crime.
Right, for her first time. Her first time, she was sentenced to life. She was denied parole. And so Kim went all the way to Trump to talk about releasing Alice. Now, I will applaud her, for sticking by the woman as far as like women's rights and all of that. But I'm here to talk about all the people that's locked up for crimes they didn't commit. There's a lot of women that are in jail for like wrongdoings that they didn't do, or like the other girl, Centoya Brown, that she was advocating behind as well for killing her rapist. We don't hear about those stories that much. I always get super, super outraged when it comes to my brothers, our black men, because I know for one, like, that was one thing that always upset me when a dude get caught with some drugs, some cocaine, some crack. It's just over for them, like almost immediately. And that was one thing that just like there's a billion different reasons why people be in jail, but that one specifically always just ate me up. Like, they be done. And it's people out here who raping people, killing people, cops killing our young brothers, and they be on trial. I don't even know what happened to the white boy that done killed the 12 people in Charleston. Did he get the death?
I think he got sentenced.
But did he get the death penalty?
I can't.
You don't know. Okay, so I'll have to look that. But it just be, they be on trial for so long, and it be all these speculations, and they be protected and witness protection and all of this, and then it's like our men get caught with some keys, and it'd be over for them. So, I mean, I applaud her for going to talk about Alice, but I just wish that we had more people fighting. I wish it was something I could do, but more people fighting to turn over those prison rules, like, in general.
I agree with you. Shout out to Kim.
For that.
I don't know if you're listening. I wonder if she identifies herself as a carefree black girl, but girl, if you hear us, shout out to you. I appreciate the effort that you're putting towards these individuals. My question to you is, what about groups? So when we was talking about this before we got on the mic, I'm like, that's cool. You feel me? You know, she like did an interview. Like I heard this girl's story, really passionate. Didn't feel like investing into materialistic things anymore. I sent my lawyer over to make sure that this woman can find freedom. You know, and this woman has grandkids. You know, she lost her job. That's what put her in this predicament. She is a woman of color. In that same breath, how can you tweet about Donda's house, who is also Donda's house is actually being proactive to help people, kids
who are out
to not get into that predicament,
Right.
to provide them opportunities so that they're constantly being employed or have a way to make legitimate money so that they don't find themselves in a space of desperation where they have to turn to other ways to support themselves. How can you tweet and drag them niggas about what? Fake Yeezys? My nigga, right. I have no aspirations to wear Yeezys, first and foremost. And then if you can like say that about the man who jump-started your husband's career, Rhyme Fest, like for me to hear like, yeah, he's behind Jesus Walks.
Yeah.
And a lot of, even Chrissy Teigen jumping in the beef when he done co-wrote on songs that John Legend won Grammys for.
Oscar,
Kim Kardashian is just
Academy Award
another corny person to me. And I don't know if she was just like super genuine about that lady or if she thought her going to talk about that one black lady
that's one, but that's not enough.
That's not enough at all.
So I hope she didn't think that was going to get her back in our good standing. Like, sis, we didn't just forget you was being a 12-year-old high school girl talking about to Rhyme Fest, this man who dedicates his time to running this non-profit, and you coming out the side of your neck, and people are like, she can't defend her husband. She can definitely defend her husband, but she needs to get some class and know how to defend him in the right way.
So my thing with her is like, she's so quick to defend her husband, but she does not hold her man accountable.
Exactly.
And that's what irks me, because it's just like, yeah, I mean, but then again, we don't know the conversations that's how. Ye said it on the album, like, you know, that she called him about the whole like slavery is a choice, you know, saying.
But I feel like she be calling him like, yay, why would you say that?
No, I feel like when I heard that album, the way Kanye felt, I feel like she was like, you messing up the bag, nigga. Like, I really feel like she said nigga and all. Like, like, you
are messing up everything that we worked
on
hard
Kanye, for. I just can't with you. Like, I really
feel. But not sitting him down, you know, because she's not in a place.
She needs to understand exactly. Like,
she wouldn't even know how. She never has had.
She think because she popped out these little black babies that she understands what it's like to be a black woman or just black in general, and it's not.
I think
because the first thing that because with her just like you said, for her to drag him with the Yeezys, sis, that was so high school, and that means that shows me how superficial and materialistic y'all really are. And this whole thing where she's like, oh, after I got robbed, I'm not so materialistic. Like, sis, yes you are.
And how small-minded of a person you are to not even think that. You don't think black Twitter and black people ain't gonna come back at you and be like, sis, why this nigga don't got no Yeezys when he's running Donda's house? And when he doing so much for your husband. You so small-minded to not even think past that. That's why I've never been a Kim K fan, because her mind is small. You would really go at this man about fake Yeezys. You're not even thinking past the fact that people gonna be like, why do he got fake Yeezys on, sis, when he's running Donda's house?
He was supposed to get a promotional box when them shits dropped.
Kids, he should have had a few pair to do giveaways for the kids and everything. And this is why I love niggas like Big Sean and why he will forever be in my top 5, because people like him, you can feel his genuine genuinity, whatever the word is. But he goes and talks, you know what I mean, to those kids and actively try to do stuff. And if Kanye is going through things personally or whatever, I didn't get a chance to listen to Ye yet. I'm definitely going to do that. But whatever he going through personally, you know what I mean? I feel bad, and I hope he getting help, and I hope he seeks out to get therapy and talk to people.
I think he's bipolar. I think he announced that.
It sucks that his wife, I don't think she is helping him. She can't help him at all. Sis got her own problems. Sis be posting her. I had to finally unfollow her, and it was hard for me to unfollow Kim K because she was the only Kardashian / Jenner that I ever followed. But I did it because
Jenner.
as I did it as a fashion girl. You know what I mean? She's definitely a trendsetter. She definitely has set trends. I will not take that away from her. But it was just times where I was waking up scrolling, and then her body just kept popping up, and I was like, okay, I gotta unfollow you now for real.
So you didn't like the nudes?
No, I don't want to see it.
I don't follow Kim.
I don't want to see it.
Like, her and Kendu are personally my fave as far as, like, just fashion goes, as far as, like, I like, and Chris. Those, I like them. I'm not going to say they're the people that I would advocate for as far as for rights. Like, no, that's not them. I like them.
To talk to nobody
right.
about prison
I like them for, like, lifestyle things. So as far as, like,
their flower arrangements, they always have the best flowers.
So certain things, like, as far as, like, aesthetic purposes, that's what I look like. Oh, okay, I like what they're doing here. But going to sit with Trump about Lil Miss Alice when we have tons of more work to do.
And what I'm saying is, I want to make this clear on behalf of, like, Rez. I thank you, Kim, for speaking for at least one woman of color.
Okay.
At least one woman who's down. At least two black girls who had to go through some shit. I just want to know, Are you willing to do it for more?
Exactly.
Are you willing to do the work for real? And are you willing to do it for more?
Because it wasn't hard for her to get a meeting with Trump either.
Right.
So
and send your lawyer over.
Exactly.
But if you're trying to give a nonprofit to your kids who are still learning how to read, like I can imagine Nori probably reads on like a probably middle school level now. I'm not going to be surprised that she probably knows 2 or 3 languages. But like, you know, like you can't just say that out your neck. For you to have, I need you to carry that same maturity where you're like, this woman needs to get out of jail. Let me talk to the president of the United States.
In all aspects.
In all aspects. Like, okay, this nonprofit which is associated with my husband and my husband's family is in turmoil and they're being messy. Let me go ahead and hit homie up via text message. Let me set up a conference call. Let me send my lawyers to him.
Or what about, it started because Rhymefest asked Drake for a check.
Did,
what
yeah.
about,
But that was messy on
let me just send you a check.
Put it on Twitter. Like, here it goes. Send me the receipt.
Right, since you love
send me the
social
receipt
media and all of that. Why couldn't you just send him a check and just have been quiet?
But that was
about
very messy of Rhymefest.
It was too. It was too.
It was messy of him, but maybe he was fed the hell up because maybe he over there doing. And again, we don't know what's really going on. But maybe
$85,000 for a photo. Now y'all doing drama. Like, come on. Like, you guys see from his perspective, but it was messy.
Up. It was messy, but he could have just been like, "Shit, this is my time." Because maybe my text and letters and my reaching out to Kanye and them over there is just going unanswered. So maybe he just felt like, you know what, I'm about to start some shit too to get.
He was just better off
going
to the shade room.
Either way, he did his tweet. I ain't mad at him for saying shit.
That was messy though.
He needed a check, and now the fact that they want to change the name and stuff, I feel very, very sad about. I'm sad about that they want to take her name off of that. Like, that's super sad. And I don't be trying to like I always have an opinion, but not too much because I've always loved Kanye, but he's definitely not the same Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your artists are meant to transform.
But he be on some other shit.
So wait, can we just go into Kanye? How do you guys feel about the support of basically all of the creatives that was at that Wyoming? Because like just a month ago, everybody was like, "Oh no, not Kanye. He's
everybody as far as who the artist
or Uncle
the
Tom."
People.
Like it was everyone that was something in hip hop was at that. Besides Hov, of course.
I mean, I think Ty Dolla $ign is on that project. I mean, you and Ivy, you and I listened to it. Ty Dolla $ign's on that project. Charlie Day, Charlie Wilson, but Charlie Wilson,
he's on everything.
He's I just feel like he's an extension of Kanye at this point when it comes to musicality. Like I feel like he's just Kanye's key vocal person. Yeah, like just to see, and then even when I listened to I was like, I feel like Drake. I feel Drake on here. I feel him.
Yeah,
I feel him. Like that's literally how I felt. It's interesting. I hate that this drama is happening when we do live in a world where hip hop is collaborative.
Right.
Oh, and you know what? Kanye did put out that statement too that he not about. He said the beef was
He
done.
not about beef.
He said
about
it's
love.
done. So we'll see.
It's not
Yeah.
done until
It ain't
Drake drops.
done,
And Drake,
but
I'm
who
taking
knows?
5
They might-
points off your grade because it was due last
It
night.
was due last night.
They
It
might
was due.
just-
It was due. It was
But then I
due.
seen
now-
something else. See, this why I don't be Twitter. Give me a headache, y'all. Twitter is too much for me.
It's
But
litty. I ain't gonna lie.
They because it's always these articles and links, and you don't know what be real or not. But it said something too about that he was planning to address the baby mom and all of that on the new album Scorpion.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I'm
But
still excited for that album.
Really?
Yes.
yeah. See, I don't even be anticipating
excited for
Drake
Drake
album.
album.
Low key, high key, don't. Because the thing about Drake is he does have the formula. I know he's gonna give me good music. Like Nice for What was just perfect.
It don't have that same.
God's
It don't
Plan.
be to me. his
God's Plan
music
was perfect.
Is
Like,
not
I don't-
raw no more. Like
It's not.
it
It's
don't-
like you
Take Care was
know.
raw. Like
I just think
You
that
know
he's
it's gonna
got
be
to a
good.
point
Come
that
on,
he's
like,
too good, and
it's-
and
I don't
people
It's not. It's not
He's
too good.
too
It's like
good.
I just can't deny. Like I can't deny his greatness. So I just be like, yeah, that was good.
But that's crazy because like y'all don't do that to Hove. Like y'all anticipate a Hove album.
I anticipate a Hove album because Hove
but
is still
but
delivering
Hove
to me.
knows the
Hove-
science.
But
Hove
Hove
does
is
know
still
it. He does know
raw.
the science.
He
Hove
knows
is
the
still raw,
science.
though.
But my
He's
thing
still
is,
making
no,
me
Hove
feel
is
and-
But a lot
just-
of people didn't like Holy Grail. You know, like they have some. Hove has his ups and downs.
They do have. Well, I personally like Magna Carta. Like
Me too.
But I'm saying like
Oceans was litty.
when it comes to a Hove album, the world is like, oh my god, like I cannot wait.
And
He's a
because
poet,
He's not dropping music
but-
every other day.
but
just
neither
to
is
drop
Drake.
That
music.
is true. He is
Drake
not.
dropping.
No,
that.
he
It
do
was,
not.
Right now, he might be on pause, but
No,
it
he
was a
been-
time.
okay,
Where,
from-
what was the album with
Are you
the
if
song?
you're reading this?
If you're reading this, it's too late.
That was a
That was only
That's
a
a lot of
lot. That
content.
was
It was
only
just
a
a
lot
lot
because he
going
had
on.
dropped a project with Future. But
Views. I never listened. to.
Views was a good
I only had
project.
5 songs I
More
liked
Life
on
was a
Views.
good. Like
Never
my,
listened.
my
Never
thing-
listen to More Life. Not
That's
really.
crazy. But you see what I'm saying?
It's
you
but how
guys.
you dropping
I like
naming
Blim.
all
Blim.
these albums. That's too much.
It's
That's
not.
too
It's
much.
like
It's
a
not-
year apart.
It's not too much.
A
Cause at the
year
end of the
apart.
day, like I said in the beginning of this segment when we were talking about like our girl segment, like girl, like to be a musician, everything is what's next. It's what's next. Okay, what's next? What's
but
next?
even with Drake
Fine.
though, but I think that it's not even that it's so much content. It's because the music is so good. You're hearing him all year long. But it don't like if you look at it, his albums be years apart. Out like literally years apart. But because the entire body of work is so good that he be having like say. For example, if he have 10 songs, 7 of those is gonna be on the radio. So you think that it's a lot of content? No, he's just like his music is just always on go. Like,
But
it's not because it's a lot of content.
I
The
need
only
music
time
that make
it was
me
a lot
feel
of
like
content
something.
was when he dropped. If you're reading this too late, and if you What a Time to Be Alive, that was a lot of Drake in one summer.
Yes, I never
But
listened to
from
either.
from his start, he been on the Billboard charts for like 4 years straight, 6 years. Like, he's too good, he's too great, and that's why I hate the boy. But
No.
all right, Ivy.
is
So
amazing.
moving on. Before we move on, I'ma just throw in.
Hold on, I need an OVO ticket, Drake. Just saying, because I go
Standing.
the fuck hard for you.
She's
okay?
over here standing
Wait,
on the
look,
sun
before
for
we
you,
move on,
Aubrey.
I'ma just
Babe,
say,
just go ahead, drop that for her. Thank you.
We sorry to ASAP Rocky for the Yo Junk getting drowned
ASAP. I'm
by
sorry
the
about
beef.
that.
Yeah, we sorry ASAP.
He got what?
ASAP dropped
his
the
album had
album
dropped right in the midst of all that.
right
beef,
on the
so.
same day. As
And
Nobody
nobody
listened.
listened.
And the
I'ma
people
listen.
that did listen, I heard a couple people saying they liked it, but the majority of people was like,
I
nah,
started
this
the
shit
album
whack.
and I'm like, it didn't catch me. Daytona, I still like. I'm
still
still listening to J. Cole.
Rich the Kid, The World Is Yours. I love that album.
Cool. Shout out to me. I started the beef when I was so late to the beef. I didn't realize it until Wednesday. So I started from Daytona, then did the things, and I did an investigated like Rap Genius. Like I poured myself into Rap Genius. Really went into all these other stuff. But again, just to close out, like on a serious note, Kim, I see what you're doing. But if you're going to be presidential, be presidential. Work on your corporate communication, sis. Feel me? Handle some things behind the scenes so that we don't see what's really going on. And that's the best way to protect your family and your name.
Right.
I love your hair and the things you wear. Your eyes shows how much you care. When we talk, baby, you watch, you stare. Your love is my fantasy, so rare. And every night when I sleep in bed, I think about the sounds you make, the things you say.
Moving on to our Get Free segment.
Get free. Hey.
Our little
free.
conversational piece. The question for this episode is going to be, ladies and gents listening. How do y'all how do y'all feel about having chemistry with the guy that met your friend first? And the disclaimer is that they never made it anywhere. There was no form of intimacy. They didn't kiss. They just happened to meet each other first, exchange numbers, and yeah.
So were they exchanging numbers and plans to talk, like to date? Or was it just like, oh, hey, you cool? I'm going to take
your friend cute, and maybe they met first. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, your friend cute. So they met first, but then it probably didn't even work out in a week because you could see the type of people they is. You just knew it wasn't there for them. And you was like, dang, I should have.
So it was, okay, first. So I'll go, like, I guess I get what you're saying because there's guys that will take their number and your friends start dating. It's like, oh, yeah, nothing even happened with him. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, I just don't date any guys that my friends could have talked to because it's just like I only know you because of them, if that makes any sense.
Okay, but what if it's not just because of them? This is like just a general.
I mean, if you took my friend's number and nothing happened, and I met you on my own accord and not through my friend, and it's like, oh, okay. And then I bring you back to the table and it's like, oh, I had his number, but it was nothing, then I don't feel like it's a problem. But it would make me a little uneasy if they were like actually like texting and talking and making plans to meet up, and it was just on some like they met up, but it wasn't for them, because it's still like, you were still into my friend at one point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's just a little hard. It's a little, I don't know.
Right. I think it could be situational because it could have been a week. It could obviously, if it was like months and months and months of talking, then no, because y'all was talking.
Right.
But if it was just like 2 weeks and he probably just like went to her because he thought she was cute, of course. Your friend cute, you cute, everybody cute. That's what people do. They get people
and
numbers.
I mean,
but
I don't
then
know.
y'all meet and they was just like, nah, that wasn't there. But you could probably see that from the outside looking in too.
True.
And then you meet the person, and then
let's talk about it with the other hand, like meeting a guy, but liking his friend.
Hey,
like it's more like that for me, because honestly, with that situation, as far like me and my friends, like we find similar guys attractive, but like it's easier for me to look at two guys and be like, that's a situation that I feel like I will find myself in more than the other one. Right. And as far as that, I feel like if I ain't do nothing with your friend, I ain't kiss him, I ain't even been to his house.
Okay, so
you up for grabs?
Angle, because that has happened many times, and niggas be hating me at the end, and I be like, bruh, you
nothing happened.
Right, we ain't do nothing.
You were just supposed to introduce me to him. So
men, just like cis men, are very obsessive when it comes. they're very obsessive when it comes to that too, more than women. I think I've seen it the other way around where girls would be like, yeah, girl, you can have him. I ain't do nothing. You can have that piece. I ain't do nothing with that. You feel me?
Right.
But niggas be like, this mine. I found her in the club. I rubbed her booty first.
No.
Like no.
I had a whole guy tell another guy, like, why are you talking to my bitch? Like, first, I dad laughed like he's crazy. The guy was so mad at me, like, why would he press me? I said, oh, he's crazy. I don't know. But guys really get upset. Like, that guy stopped talking to me over that.
They hate you. They really hate you because they be feeling like like Future said, even if I hit you once, you part of my collection. But they don't even be, they be like, even if I text you once, you part of my collection. Like, bruh, nah.
Listen, I think baby mother, I'm considering getting this tattooed on me, which says, like, I can never be yours forever. I can't be yours forever. I am no one's forever. Even if I was a slave, I'm going to be set free, even if that's through death. Like, there's going to be a time where I'm going to leave this earth, and my spirit's going to be free. So, to the people who feel like, well, I text her or whatever, because, like, even in the, like, the gay community, the queer community, like, it's very small. No matter where you live, it's very small. And it's oftentimes, like, I would say lesbians catch feelings quicker than gay men. Gay men, the situation, I'm not going to speak on behalf of them, but from what I experienced, you know, it would be more like I tapped out, it was a one-time thing, you know, and then, oh, now you trying to get that. Lesbian women can get on some, we cuddled. And it was just like, it was a really good experience or whatever, you know. So, and it could get a little bit possessive. But to me, I feel like if you're, from the friend's perspective, whether it's the dude, the female, the them, the whomever, the friend should find truth in themselves to be real about their feelings. Like, if you know that this didn't work out, it didn't go far, it didn't end up where it was, where you guys intended it to be, and now this person is having feelings for your friend, keep it 100 and tell your friend, like, this is cool or this is not. It's not a problem. This is Rez. Girls, y'all can co-sign. It's not a problem. You be like, nah, but I don't really feel comfortable with you talking to him. Even if we didn't fuck, I have full intentions. I still got feelings for him. Whatever the situation is, I don't want to see that nigga no more. We went on one bad date. He made me pay. Like, whatever that shit is. Because honestly, if you let your friend deal with that person might be a part of your life longer than you expected. Longer than that one-time date was, or that two-time conversation was. You understand? Right. So keep it 100 and be like, sis, honestly, I see that he's feeling you now, but I'm
not comfortable with that. But definitely keep it real. Don't try to hide that you're not comfortable with it, because I'm the type that if I tell you something and I move on it, you need to just keep it real. But then I also think that if I meet a guy and I know he not for me or whatever, and I have a friend that maybe I be like, nah, this her type of nigga, I'm gonna be like, this your type of nigga, this not my type of nigga. I'm not gonna make it so that it's hard for them when I know that they would have better chemistry. You know what I mean? So I don't think that it's fair neither sometimes too. Like, if you know it just didn't work, especially if you know you a person that just be talking to everything moving or whatever. If I feel like you was for my friend, I'ma let that be known. You know what I mean? Especially if nothing never happened. Obviously, if something happened, then it just don't matter. For me, it ain't okay. We done had some type of relations, intimacy, whatever. Then it's over. But if it's the case where nothing happened, then I'm going to keep it real. And if I'm okay with it, then go ahead. I'm not going to stop nobody else's happiness over just because I happen to meet somebody first.
But what if it was an ex? I've heard stories like friends marry other friends' exes.
Yeah, what? No. I'm not with that.
That's weird.
That's not weird.
But you know what? And
reality.
Again, and it's reality. And you know what? Exactly, because I never been in that situation. I'm just talking about for people that, you know what I mean, you never even dealt with. Y'all just happen to meet first.
Yeah, you playing it safe. It don't always be like that.
Right. I'm playing it safe because I've never been in those situations. But I definitely been in situations where, like, I done been at the dinner table with guys and girls, and maybe the guy and a girl know each other first. And I asked, like, sis, that's you or not? Because I think he cute. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Or not, and I think he's cute. I need that on a shirt.
And you need to let me know or not, because as soon as you try to be timid and be like, we just friends, then I'm on him.
First
and
of all,
now you want to feel some type of way.
That.
Right. Keep it real. If you like, not even if you could be like, we ain't like, that's my little shorty. We may have not done nothing, but I don't think just in case, I still might want to dabble in that or whatever. Girls, keep it real, because as soon as you be like, nah, that's just my friend, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm over there now, or I'm gonna see what's up. I'm about to see what's up with him.
And then I don't want to hear no like, why would you talk to him? Like, bitch,
but
you tell me?
Exactly. So all
girls
I'm saying,
girls in New York love. I don't know if it's just in New York, but girls love doing that. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, I don't care, and then once they see you all happy in love, be like, first of all, I had him first. No. But who kept him?
Y'all was friends. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
they're here.
That's all I was trying to say, right? Like, not in the fact that your friend, because I'm that type too. Me and my friends, well, my best friend's from Rochester, so I live in New York City now, so that don't even matter. But we never had that problem, because we all like different type of dudes anyways, and we always used to be like, yo, I'm so glad we do not like the same type of dudes. But just granted, you know what I mean? Just how I said, that situation happened, and it may not be because you introduced, but say if y'all at a music festival or just anything, like, you know what I mean, and it's just mad people there, that's all of it. Even say if at a Carefree Black Girl Cookout, you know what I mean, that's just like a general setting, and you meet somebody, but they might have knew that person first, but it was like y'all was gonna meet regardless, and then I'm just here to say, keep it real, and don't
that's a fact,
don't hold back somebody else's happiness for you being selfish when that person, it was not, y'all don't even got the chemistry, or y'all not even there, like,
I think definitely. And if you feel like you guys are there, again, keep it 100 and be like, nah, I think something's about to work out with here, or just be real, or like, I don't feel comfortable with this person around because they can't be mine.
But don't
that's
go.
That's an honest answer.
True. That's an honest answer. Very honest answer.
But at the same time, don't be going looking for your next boo and your friend's ex.
Course
like,
not. Of course, an ex is weird. Like I said, an ex, I wouldn't even, an ex, because
I know girls that go personally for guys that,
an ex nasty. Is weird. But sis, just because you might have been at the cookout with the dude, if you trying to make it seem platonic, and I think that this nigga want to take me to Italy, I might go to Italy.
I can't with you.
I might go to Italy.
It's way too early.
So,
but girl, she gonna be in Milan like girl.
So email us at carefreeblackgirlpodcast@gmail.com to let us know y'all stories or whatever, whether it's the other way around or not. Because people in Rochester used to know me as I remember back in the day, I used to tweet all the time like, I always want the friend. I always want the friend. So now I gotta meet all y'all first. But that's a lot of girls. We always say that, like, I gotta meet all the homies first, because I don't need to be dating you for a month and you got the Honda, then your friend pull up with the Lambo. Now I want your friend, so I need to meet all of y'all. But email us your stories.
No, I really live for Daaj. I don't understand.
I do live for Daaj. I hope one day to be like her.
Yes.
Seriously, like, bro, she be having me dead.
Let us know y'all stories.
Yes, let us know if you found happiness with one of your friends. Not even exes, but someone
who they made it introduce you to.
Right.
And like I said, it happens in the queer community all the fucking time. Like, I think I've been in a predicament where it was like that, and I would shot a couple exes ago, where it was like, I was reaching out to the girl who was my friend who used to date somebody that I was interested in, and I was like, yo, so what's good? Like, is this person like this? Is this person like that? Now they both don't really fuck with me, but hey, it's water under a bridge. Like, I don't right? It is what it is, but like, just I when I go back and look at myself, that was an immature moment, and I should have kept it 100 to be like, if you are interested in your friend's friend and your friend's ex or your friend's previous interests, and you do want to seek, just try your best to be as straightforward. Hey, let me know, is this good, is this not? Sometimes, there are girls who are passive, and you can tell, you can feel the energy is slighted. Proceed with precaution.
Yep, proceed with precaution, but that passiveness, you better talk.
Yeah, proceed with precaution, because you don't know if they're being passive for real, or like they're sour, they're salty, they're whatever the situation is. Or you could just let go of the whole thing, because guess what? If it didn't work out for them, it may not have worked out for you.
It might have not, but y'all two different people.
I just wanna touch your body. Dreams are dreams. Some dreams come true. Don't wanna wake up when I dream of you. It's a work of art, the makings of you. A sight to behold, the thing God can do. I'm a man, sensitive, and tenderness comes from pain. Just for you, my life I give. You're my joy, my sun, my rain, and
So, all right. We want to say thank you guys for listening to this episode of Carefree Black Girl.
Yes, follow us on Instagram, carefreeblackgirl_Inc. Visit the website, carefreeblackgirl.com. Girl is just GRL without the I.
Follow us on Twitter, CFBG Pod.
And also, you can donate to us on Patreon. We received a new donor recently. I was trying to get the name so we could shout them out. You can donate as little as $1 a month, like literally $1. It's all, it's all going to go to positive proceeds. Like you see, like we're going around different communities doing cookouts to make sure that we can empower our ladies all around the world and the nation. And we can provide food and most importantly, good energy. So you could donate as little as $1, $2, $3, $15, $13. You don't need to dip that
Buy
deep.
a shirt.
Buy a shirt.
Buy something.
We have shot glasses. We have lighters. We have shirts for babies. Do what's best for you on supporting the movement.
Yes, Patreon and Eventbrite. We cannot wait to see all of your beautiful faces.
On the 16th.
Prospect Park.
I just want to play some double dutch, so make sure y'all bring them.
The ropes. Yeah. I
want to play some double
We got to
dutch.
get it for real, because New York girls don't play. You got?
I have some old
we
telephone
need some
cords.
good ones.
Why is that? Why
it was a little wobbly.
But why is that New York? Y'all love
telephone cords.
What?
What?
I used to go to the Family Dollar just to buy some good telephone cords
to double dutch.
Yes,
to double
that
dutch.
was the rope.
What? I see.
That
I
was
see.
the rope.
I see.
Straight up. So, be there or be square until next time.
It's Ivy. You can follow me at Ivy Like Blue.
Say it again.
It's Ivy. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ivy Like Blue.
It's Daaj. You can follow me at Daaj Dadon on Twitter, at Dajrian on Instagram.
It's Rez. You can follow me on Instagram. Call me _REZ_.
And Twitter too.
And Twitter too. Yeah, and Twitter too. So, and I really just want you guys to stretch, because I'm jumping in. So, June 16th, find me by the ropes. That's all I gotta say.
Bye.
Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yep. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to Passions and Podcasts. It's on Prime.